Welcome to the first annual Fly It for Gaige at Hardee Lakes County Park. When you get to the beginning or the opening of the park, you guys are going to just pull in here and check in with the check-in station. So you're just going to mosey on up. Hopefully you won't have a line like this. These all were together people, so they showed up all at once. If you have a camper, if you don't have a camper, you just pull up to the window to the left here at the stop sign. If you do have a camper, you just pull to the right, get out, and come around to this door over here for check-in. Once you've checked in, then you are going to continue down the road here. It is actually 2 miles from here to the LZ. I've sped this up so that you guys don't have a 25-minute long video to watch. Please note the power lines in the area. This area will be off limits for no flying. One, because there's going to be people coming in here and there are power lines running across here. So please stay out of the beginning part of the park here. We're going to continue on. It's a bit, even at 4 times the speed. If you have kids, there's a playground to the right. You can bring them and play with. Okay, the LZ number 2 is going to be to the right here. This whole area is open to us. If you decide to fly out back and then come up front, you're more than welcome. They actually want us to kind of show off for the crowd that they're going to hopefully bring in. They're going to have food trucks to come out, and they're going to have benches and chairs for everybody sitting at the pavilion. This LZ is huge. The one in the back's 3 times, if not 4 times bigger than that one. So the pavilion here is going to be to the right where we're going to show the next video. This is the LZ number 2. And it's huge. And this is where everyone is going to be eating if you choose to. And then now we're just going to continue on. The road's going to split to left or right. You're going to go left. Please note the 20-mile-an-hour speed limit sign is up from the guards gate to this point coming up. It drops to 10 miles an hour. Please do 10 miles an hour. 1, for safety, and 2, to keep the dust down. It is ridiculous if you come over 10 miles an hour. You will dust all of these campers, the people in the campers, and it sucks. So don't be a D-bag. So we are going to continue on, and this is all no-fly zone because the campers on both sides. There are power lines that run through this park, and you do not want to run into those. This is the bathhouse. For those who are in the back, you can go and take a shower. This is just to show you a glimpse of the bathroom. Your sink, your urinal, 2 stalls, and 3 showers. Back on the road. Stay to the left here. The dump station and the bathhouse is to the right. Somewhere here soon is going to be the reservation tent. You'll see it. I'll have it marked. It's going to be over here to the left. You're going to continue on all the way back to the back. We are more than halfway there. 4 times the speed. Let's go. Power lines again. In the area of no flying, there is a lot of power lines. There are a few in the back where there is flying, but you're going to be avoiding the power lines because there's trees right behind them, so they're kind of easy to see. Starting right here to the right is a power pole. That power pole connects to that power pole, so on and so forth. This is just a roadway, it's not a big deal. I doubt anybody would want to fly down this tight corridor with the trees on both sides. Alright, as we get closer here to the LZ number 1, you will see that this roadway is going to have a power line running left and right of this road, and then it will then continue to go down the right side of the tree line up here very shortly. I'll show you. There's power lines right here going left to right. Beyond that's the LZ, but the power lines I'm talking about go down that tree line right there to the right, which are right up against the trees. So don't fly into the power lines and you won't hit the trees. Look at the size of this LZ. I apologize that I did not pan the camera more to the right, but everyone is going to park on the right side of the road, either straight with the road or at a 45-degree area or angle. Sorry. But look at the size of this thing. This is only half the field. It does start to get a bit narrow in this area right here as we make this curve. So as long as the winds are going lengthwise of the field, you'll be perfectly fine. It will open up just a little bit in that little bowl there, but as long as the winds are blowing in the right direction, you'll be no problem taking off. There's so much room here. And then as we make this turn here, I wish I had a 4 times speed this part. You're going to turn and it's going to be another huge runway. There are occasional little trees here and there that are in the field, but very few, and there's plenty of room to move away from them and find your own little spot. If you want to camp, dry dock and camp not in the middle of everybody, perfectly fine. You can just come down this way. I will tell you, if you're new at this sport, you haven't been to a fly-in before, you're not confident, the front LZ number 2 would be your choice if you're not looking to have a lot of air traffic or people taking off or landing. It'd be perfect to go up front to do this. Now we're getting close to the end, and I will say the tree line straight in front of us at this point does have some on the other side of those tree lines is a high powered tension lines or whatever, power lines. So you'll see them once you get in the air. And then of course, me easily getting distracted, I see a deer. He's right there, and I never saw him until right about now. I was like, oh my god. Anyways, I get easily distracted, sorry. We'll get to the end of the runway, or the LZ here, momentarily. And there's the end. Look at the distance. Hope to see you guys there.